Welcome everybody to the Greece Investment Summit 2024. It's an exciting day yet again, and we have a very special guest with us, Mary, who is from Golden Visa Greece. Hi, Mary. How are you?
Hi, Mayan. Good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. It's all pleasure is all mine, Mary.
I am very excited that I am a part of this organized event. It was a very good idea.
Thank you so much, Mary. Of course, the event has been strategized based on the demand and as per the situation currently that we have in hand. So it was difficult for people to travel, so we thought virtually will be the best option for them to host an event for.
The best last option as it is being represented, but I believe that there is a future also in the program.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, specifically for the audience, Mary, we would like to, we want you to introduce yourself first and your role with Golden Visa Greece.
We started to deal with the program from the very first beginning that the program was launched, from 2013, I could say. Of course, the previous immigration law was launched regularly in 2014. We are proud to say that we were from the pioneers in this industry, and we worked together with the key players of the market during this time to make some changes or to adjust the program according to the other programs of other countries. From the moment that it was launched up to the last year, because the new immigration law has been launched during this year, the program was affected by many changes. And I could say it was a good program, although not so much promoted and not so much spread all over the world. It was a very good program. And I believe that according to the new changes with the new immigration law, which was launched in 2024 in April, the changes are much better.
Interesting.
We personally had worked a lot with all the options of the program. Of course, we are mostly involved in Golden Visa program, and generally in the investment options of the law. Of course, we represent also other categories like digital nomads or financially independent persons, but our main activity is in Golden Visa area. Because our company from the very beginning was started by foreign investors from 2011, the year of our establishment. Our first clients were investors in renewable energy projects. And we continued with an expansion also in real estate projects, as constructors, as developers, and as also sellers of the program, and not only.
Interesting. Mary, we have interviewed many people in last couple of days who are actually working for the Golden Visa Greece program itself. But it will be interesting to know from your experience that which are the main sectors people normally prefer to invest in to get the Golden Visa.
You are asking about the reasons why people
these sectors specifically, like somebody prefers to invest in real estate, while the other might be interested in investing in renewables, and then of course XYZ sectors that are available in the Greek economy for investments. So, are there any particular preferred sectors people prefer to invest more in compared to the others?
The truth is that perhaps it is because of the way of promoting the Golden Visa programs. The truth is that the most investors are keen and are more familiar with real estate investments. Although even us that we know our program very well, and although the program offers 3 different options for investors and for Golden Visa, the biggest part of the investors are preferring to buy a house, to participate usually in real estate sector, not to invest or in financial securities or to moreover to start a business activity. If you are asking me, the third option of the program, which is exercising any investment activity in any sector of the country, should be the main point of each Golden Visa program. But the most people are more familiar with with the idea to buy a house. They feel perhaps it is something more tangible, it is something more secure. Under long term, it's sure that any property will not lose its residual value. But the most investors prefer to buy a house. This is
Okay.
the
But do you think, Mary, that could be one of the reasons where they feel that the return on investments are much more compared to any other sectors? And also possibly that could be one of the source of revenue also, because you normally put your house on rent. But when you invest in a particular sector, you can't actually rent it out as such.
I believe that at that time that we are discussing, there is a very critical point in real estate sector, in golden visa investors, in the policies of European countries. We all know that all the programs of golden visa through property all over Europe has been either suspended or cancelled or closed. Greece is the last option of this program, and in some time it will be much changed. I don't know what's the reason, but I feel that it is the end of a long period. The simple road to buy a property and to put it in the market for usually short-term rentals, seems that it's going to be at the end. The most governments, even the Greek government, under the excuse, this is the official reason, is that they want to restrict the program or to make it more expensive in order to help the Greek citizens to find the property. Personally, I don't believe that this is the real reason. It seems to be a European choice, this change in the programs. Of course, according to my opinion, the program, not only our program, but any program, is not going to close. The need of finding a choice for any global citizen to travel freely, not to search every time for a second visa, to have a second chance and a second address all over the world, will never stop. And all these programs, perhaps they will change, perhaps they will be adjusted, but they will never close.
Absolutely. And it'll be interesting to know, Mary, that we are always talking about the fact that the new amendments are going to come in the month of August. Things will change, the investment pattern will change, but nobody's talking beyond August 2024. It'll be interesting to know your views. What do you think about that?
First of all, until our program has already given, and not so long this time period, for everyone who is interested to take the advantage of existing thresholds in the market, which are 250 for the most areas of Greece and 500 for specific areas. Everyone who will be able until the end of August to engage a property by paying a 10% as advanced payment will be able to take the advantage of the existing SIM and finalize until the end of the year. The next day seems to be, let's say, a little bit shocking, because from 250, whole Greece is going to 400, and moreover to 800,000 euros. Additionally to that, a second restriction is the 120 square meters, that it is the minimum required square meters for somebody to take his golden visa. And moreover, there are coming new measures in regarding with the right of the people to rent their properties. The new golden visa holders won't be able to rent their properties under short-term lease status or to sublease their properties. So it seems that a lot of difficult or restrictive measures are going to be imposed. It seems like that because from the other side, the same law introduced something which, according to my opinion, it's a very great chance for potential investors after the end of August. There are two categories of properties which are being excluded from all these new measures. They remain to 250, are applicable all over Greece, even in the center of Athens, and are related to first to the commercial properties, which will be transformed in residential properties. And by the way, there are a lot of building offices, old shops which can serve this need. Even the warehouses can be included in this provision of the law. And each golden visa potential investor, without any restriction to the square meters, I forgot to tell you that. So this is the one option, and the second option is the listed properties, which also are a lot, especially in the center of the main cities, which remain in 250 without restriction in square meters, and give the right to take your golden visa and to keep as for 5 years in order at the first renewal to have already it renovated. I believe this kind of properties will be the next market if we are speaking for golden visa through property acquisition.
Absolutely, absolutely. And one big plus with the golden visa Greece specifically is that you can include your family members. In most of the programs, that's not the provision, I believe. What would you like to say about that?
A very important detail, which is not usually, communicated. It is provided something like a given a fact, but it's not like that. Is that Greek law includes in family members of any investor, includes parents-in-law, and of course spouse or cohabitant through a cohabitation agreement, and children up to 21 years old with 3 more years independent residence permit. There are two small secrets regarding the parents. You are not required to prove the dependency on the investor, which is it's much important in comparison with other programs. And regarding the children, after the 21 years old, they are entitled without any additional condition to be fulfilled for 3 more years, during which they are allowed to stay in the country, to study, to work, to be employed, to set up their business. And if they make use of this right, they can continue on their own independent residence permit afterwards, after the 3 years. It's much important.
And I think the government is making the right move on a lighter note that when you are having so many people under one golden visa, which includes your parents and your parents-in-law, you definitely need a bigger space to live.
Yes, you are right. Only the siblings cannot, But there are some small secrets in the program that if you have the right consultancy, you can take the advantage. For example, two siblings, they can be both entitled for residence permit, and of course, accordingly, they are parents and whatever we discussed. by buying a property of 500, let's say, through ownership. The fractional ownership is being allowed in our program, not only between family members, but also between, among friends. You can buy a very interesting building with 1 million and 4 people to be entitled for their residence permit. It is also a good route if you wanted to do an investment with friends or,
Mhm.
I believe that our program is very flexible, is very easy to be understood and easy to be followed. And especially during this time in this market, there are so many opportunities. After 10 years of crisis, Greece has made its own turn. And every year it is becoming better and better.
True, true. And I think, I mean, change is the need of the hour everywhere. I mean, it's something that goes without saying. I mean, if somebody wants to invest, say, about 2.5 CR in the Indian market, which is equivalent to 250,000 euros for that matter, he might not get as good a property as he's going to get in Greece for sure, because it's more of a Mediterranean lifestyle. You might get something which is a sea
That,
view. A lot of things are associated with that, I believe.
of course, there are a lot of investors. The truth is that one of the main questions that we usually face is what is the rate of return of the investment. Of course, it's important for an investor to have a good rate of return. But first of all, property is not only a good income, it's
Mhm.
also the residual value of the property. The prices in Greece, after 10 years crisis, they have not got the prices of 20, 2010. There is a room for increasing the, of course, depending on the area. There are areas which were much more increased, like south suburbs of Athens, due
Mhm.
to this big project of Ellinikon. But there are areas where the margins are really big, big ones. From the other side, as you said, when you when you are in front of the decision where you are going to invest, it's not only the numbers, it's not only the figures, it's also what we are saying: quality of life, quality of the country, stability, and a very nice environment. It's whatever you said. Greece does not need to say a lot about the country. It's only
Absolutely.
it's only enough to visit the country.
Very true. Very well said, Mary. And I think we have thought out almost all the major points, because my next question was about the benefits one gets by holding a golden visa Greece. So you answered the last part on that itself. It was wonderful having you with us, Mary. And I would ask the audience to ask more questions, as they are also part of the exhibition also, which is taking virtually at the Greece Investment Summit. If you have any kind of questions related to getting your golden visa sorted, I think Mary and company is the best people to speak to from the Golden Visa Greece. Thank you so much, Mary, once again, and we really look forward to having you with us very soon again.
Thank you to my young, thank you to all, and hope to be at your assistance or at any service that you would like for our country.
Thank you so much, Mary. And I would request everybody to please use your due diligence before making any kind of investment decisions. Thank you so much, Mary.
Goodbye, my young. Have a nice success in the event.
Thank you. Thank you.